Hi, Scott. How are you?
I'm good, Eric. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. So we're
Ain't it
talking.
cool news? Yeah.
Yeah,
Been
Wes.
reading you guys for a long time.
Yeah, we've been writing about you for quite a while. In fact, I recently, well, a couple years back, spoke with Dolph Lundgren about Castle Falls, which you
Oh,
guys worked on together,
yeah.
and really enjoyed that flick. But we're talking about Diablo, which you've reteamed with Marco Zaror. Tell me about your relationship.
Well, I worked with Marco on Undisputed 3, and I said to the director at the time, let's get the best martial arts actor that there is. And we'd both seen, I think, Kiltro, the movie he'd done at the time. We're like, man, that guy's impressive, isn't he? Look at the size of him. Look at the way he moves. And he's really, like, I was scared to meet him at first because, like, this guy's really intimidating. I didn't know what I was putting myself into, but I wanted the best for the movie. Right, screw my body. Let's get someone that can absolutely destroy me. And so we did that film with Marco, and he's such a nice guy. He's like completely different to the way he comes across on screen. We're actually quite similar in many ways. And we got on really well and we've stayed friends for a long time. He's one of my closest friends in the industry. And we were doing John Wick 4 together and we started talking about, well, what can we do together? And so we came up with this story. And then we got his director from Chile involved, Ernesto. And then we got Matt Sampson to write the script. And then before you know it, there we are in Colombia making the movie.
Yeah. Now, where did the decision to place this film in Colombia come from? Because you could have put it anywhere, but there's a lot of cultural history, and there's also it's complicated. So tell me about that.
Well, we were going to do it in Chile originally because we figured we'll go and work with you and Ernesto and we'll make one of the movies that you make in Chile. But then that became not, there was a better opportunity in Colombia. And it kind of like worked better for the story as well. You know what I mean? So there we were. And we got to work with these guys, this stunt team, who wanted to work with me and Marco because they'd done a lot of other stunts, but not so much the fight stuff. And they brought a lot to this production, some of the old school stunts and the hard hits and the high falls car stunts, things like that. And we had great producers behind us. We had a lot of support. We still had a short shoot and not enough money, but you know that's what it is. But we're very happy with the finished product. I think the fans are going to really respond to this one.
Yeah, the movie's great. The fight scenes, especially the epic showdown towards the end, is fantastic. And speaking of the end, it looks like El Corvo might not be El Muerte. Might there be
Yeah,
a sequel?
did a little John Carpenter ending or something there. No, it's a little bit of fun. I mean, yeah, we'll see how people like the movie and whether like if there's any like mileage in another story. But certainly, I'll be working with Marco again and Ernesto, the
Tell,
director.
tell me about working with your young co-star Alena de la Rosa. She steals every scene she's in. She's amazing.
She does. We knew that she was going to steal the movie on the first like script meeting that I had with her and the director just to go over some of the scenes. And me and Ernesto were looking at each other like she came in fully prepared, ideas that we hadn't thought about, elevating it immediately. And we're like, I guess we've got the right girl because we were worried. Because we're going to Colombia thinking, who's this girl that we're going to get? We don't even know if we're going to get a good actress for this. What if we don't? We're screwed, right? She's the heart of the film. And we ended up with the best possible actress we could have got. She was actually doing the stage play of The Exorcist of an evening and shooting with us in the day for half of the film. But she's just a fantastic actress and she's a lovely girl and she's brilliant in the movie. And we couldn't have done it without her.
Now, as a martial artist, you have to have total body awareness at all times, and it really does change your physicality. You have a very distinct run on camera. Tell me about that.
I wish it was as good as Tom Cruise's. I don't like my run. It's weird.
It's distinct, though.
It's distinct. It's probably better than Seagal's, but maybe not as good as Van Damme. I'm all shoulders like this. I don't know what it is. I saw my daughter running. She does it the same. I'm like, oh, she's got her dad's run. I don't know what it is. I'm all shoulders. I need to work on it. No, it
I,
is what it is.
yeah, no, it's a calling card now. You gotta keep doing it.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
glad you
so,
noticed.
well, speaking of
Or
doing it, like,
maybe I'm not.
no, I had to bring it up. I was watching, I saw Castle Falls, and I've seen some of your other work, and I'm
So were
like,
you like, that's a weird run?
he runs interestingly. I have to ask him
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm a fast runner though. I'm a
there,
fast runner.
all right. So you're
It's
like,
just a bit
I might,
weird.
I'll look weird, but I'll catch you.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be
Um,
running faster when you see my run.
I think I have time for maybe one more question, and it's a pretty simple. Actually, no, I'm gonna scram in two. First off, you're like the only name in the game now. What happened to the martial arts action star? Where are we as a people that we don't see more
Well, we got
work?
Marco Zaror now, so
Yeah,
there's
that we do.
that. But I know what you're saying. It's like, well, what's happened is there's so much CGI and stuff going on that, well, Hollywood learned how to make normal actors look like action stars. Now, the best ones put the effort in, and we know who those are. Um, but the CGI as well, I just think in the 80s, like, it was a certain type of guy that to have the muscles and to be able to do like the hard work of being an action star because it's not easy. And now they've figured out how to make anyone look competent. Hollywood has evolved in that way. So in the old days, it was all right if you couldn't act, as long as you had a massive pair of pecs and didn't mind having a good old slog of an action film. But I don't know. Yeah, it's changed. But I, inspired by those movies, I came up at a time where those sorts of movies, especially the martial arts film, was relegated to straight to DVD or streaming, and it was kind of a dying market. And somehow, through grit and determination, I managed to pull it off. But it wasn't easy because, yeah, it was like a dying art at that point. But essentially, you've got to be an actor first. If you can't do that, you can't do the job. Nobody's interested in it anymore. You've got to be an actor first. But if you can do both, then you've got something. But yeah, where are the other guys? I don't know. Who are the upcoming guys?
A good question.
Lewis Tan. Lewis Tan's pretty good.
All right.
Got Lewis Tan.
All right. I'll look him up. I got one more question for you.
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
One more question for you. One last question for you. Have you given yourself a gift this week?
I've only had an apple. Maybe I'll have a slice of cake later.
Right where we are. Thank you so much for talking to me. Good luck on the film. It comes out this Friday. I wish you the best.
Thanks, Eric. I really appreciate it, mate. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
See you, mate.